Yo, what's up, you guys? It is Thursday, March 12th, and we're back with another TnS Daily review. So, jumping right to things here, I do have my indicator set on the 1 minute preset, split setups, and session filter disabled, and my mouse here on the 929 candle. You can see we had a couple of pre-market shorts here that won, but jumping right into things here, we tapped into this unmitigated setup, so it will be counted. It did end up winning, so it's going to be trade number 1 as a win for 54 points. And you can see it did win there. And then we have another short here. This one is not an A plus short. I'm just gonna fast forward it. So you can see here all of these entries got stopped out, even including the long. So it's going to be trades 2. So trade number 2 here, number 3 there, and trade number 4 there as that long as all losses. So trades 2, 3, and 4 as both all losses. Okay, so once again, trades 2, 3, and 4 are all losses there. And moving on, we had a short setup down here that also got stopped out. It's going to be trade number 5 as a loss. Then we come back up for this short here. It gets stopped out. It's going to be trade number 6 as a loss. Okay. And moving on, we have a long setup here. The long gets stopped out, so it's going to be trade number 7 as a loss. Then we have this short here that ended up getting TP. Now, truly, you would not be able to take this short in live time because you'd be in the long. But the short gets TP here for it's going to be trade number 8 as a win for 32 points. And we have another short here that got TP. Let's see for any points. Looks like 27, so it's going to be trade number 9 as a win for 27 points. And moving on, we had another short here get TP. It's going to be trade number 10 as a win for 32 points. And moving on. Okay, so we had a long setup here that gets stopped out. It's going to be trade number 11 as a loss. We have another long setup here that I think ended up getting TP. Okay, yeah, the long got TP, the short got stopped. So let's back up, see how many points the long won for. So yeah, there's going to be trade number 12 as a win for 54 points. And we have the short here that gets stopped out in the process. So it's going to be trade number 13 as a loss. Now, once again, truly you'd be in the long here. You wouldn't be able to take the short. But then we have another short down here that gets stopped out. It's going to be trade number 14 as a loss. Then we have another short here. Looks like it's on its way to getting stopped out. Yep, it got stopped. So it's going to be trade number 15 as a loss. Okay, now moving on. Had a short up here that ended up getting TP. So it's going to be trade number 16 as a win for 38 points. And then we have a long in between here that gets stopped out. It's going to be trade number 17 as a loss. And then we come down and basically stop out the other long set that we had in here. So it's going to be trade number 18 as a loss. And then we have another short here. Let's see what happens. Looks like the short got stopped out. It's going to be trade number 19 as a loss. Then we have a long and a short setup here. We'll see which one ends up winning. Looks like the short got TP there. And the long gets stopped. So the long gets tagged in first. So it's going to be trade number 20 as a loss. And then the short ends up winning. It's going to be trade number 21 as a win for 30 points. And moving on, we have a short down here that gets stopped out. It's going to be trade number 22 as a loss. Then we have a long in here that does get TP. It's going to be trade number 23 as a win for 23 points. And then we have a short setup here that did end up getting TP. It's going to be trade number 24 as a win for 36 points. And the short actually you would be able to take because it came after the other one got TP. Then we have a long here that also got TP. It's going to be trade number 25 as a win for 26 points. See, it gets TP there. Actually, this were really equal highs, but we count the equal highs as a TP. Because if we hit the stop loss to the absolute take, that would be considered a stop out as well. So same thing with the wins. And you can see that original short got TP there. And we had a long setup here, gets stopped out. A short also gets stopped out there. So it's going to be Actually, let's see. Yeah, that one did not quite hit the high. So it's going to be trade number 26 and 27 as both losses. Representing this long here that got stopped, and then also the short got stopped there. They have another short setup here, gets stopped out. It's going to be, it's going to be trade number 28 as a loss. And then we getting pretty close to the end of the day here. We have a short up there. See if we come back to it before close. Looks like we don't. That's a 4 p.m. candle there, which means trade number 28 is going to be our last one. So let's go ahead and tally it all up and get our final results. All right, so these will be our final results for the 1 minute TNS. And today walked away with minus 3.9 R, minus 98 points. And that's with 10 wins and 18 losses today. So a lot of setups today. This actually might be the most setups we have in a day. I think before it was 27, and today we had 28. I think that might be the most we had in a single day, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, crazy amount of setups, a lot of losses in there. Unfortunately, the wins weren't for too many points. You know, there wasn't really a win in there that was for anything more than like 60 points. Of course, we had the first one as the highest trade of the day for 54. But yeah, guys, gonna wrap it up for this TnS Daily Review. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.